Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm showing you a block that's going to measure 8 inches finished or 8.5 unfinished. And again, I'm going to be using as part of my series some potato chips that measure 2.5 by 4.5 and some squares that measure 2.5 inches. So each block you will need 4 of the 2.5 inch squares in a darker high contrast color. You'll need 4 in the same size but in a lighter background color. You'll need 2 of the darker chips and 2 of the lighter chips. So to begin with, I've already joined these together. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sets, and we'll be making 4 sets using the 2.5 inch squares. So quickly to review, we're just going to join them together with a 1/4 inch seam like this, and this is what they'll look like. So again, we're making 4 of those. And now that I have these all prepared, we're going to make our mini part of the units that go into the finished block. So what you're going to do is take each of the 2.5 inch squares that have been joined together. These should now measure 4.5 by 2.5 to match the potato chip squares. And again, we're going to take these. I'm just laying them out on the horizontal with the dark side facing towards the right because it's easier for me to figure it out. And you're just going to take one of the lighter ones and join it with a 1/4 inch seam like that. And you're going to make 2 of those. So again, I have another lighter one. And then you're also going to make 2 where you have the darker positioned in the same area. So again, the darker is in the upper right hand side and you're joining the potato chip on the lower side. So go ahead and do that and I'll join you back here. 2 more steps to go and then this block is done. So next we're going to take one of the units with the darker potato chip and join it together with one of the units with the lighter one, and this is where the seam's going to be. If nesting bothers you, because we are going to be adding another one beside, we could change these so that the potato chip is running this way with the lighter background square up here. I leave that up to you. I'm just going to change how I press these to join them together. This will make sense in the next step. So let me get this done and then I'll join you back here. Here are the 2 units, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these and we're going to turn it around so that we have these darker ones opposites from each other. And again, we're going to be having a similar block design to what I've done before where you have the L's. The neat part of this is when you make a lot of these and you put them together, depending on how you lay them out, you get a really awesome repeating pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and join these together. I'll show you a picture and then I'll pause and then I'll show you a finished quilt that I've already done using slightly different fabrics. If the nesting here bothers you, I've got this pressed to the dark on the center seam here. These are both going in the same direction, so I'm going to actually flip this so that one's facing the other way, and same here, so that I can get these matching up better. This is a finished block. Again, it's 8.5 inches square unfinished. I'm just showing you on the back here. I was able to nest it here, and I did flip these the other direction. It is bulky here. You could always clip this and then have part of this flipping the other way if you wanted to. I leave that up to you. So through the magic of photography, I'll show you what the finished quilt looks like. So here's the one block I was showing you how to make, and then I took it with a bunch of fabric that was given to me and tried to come up with something else. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and done 4 going across and 4 down. I've just shown you the gaps because I'm trying to show you how by laying out one of the blocks like here, so every second one would be like that, and then you turn it the other way every second block, and what it does is it creates this additional pattern. And then in the center, we're going to end up with a white, and then we have these 2 darker ones. So then if I go out even more, That's what the total quilt will look like. So I'll go ahead and piece this together and then show you what the final reveal is. So as promised, it's all done. It measures 32.5 inches square unfinished, but as usual, you can add any blocks you want to make it longer or wider. The demonstrated block is still sitting above it just to show you what that looks like. I do have a written pattern for this and it will end up on the website down the road, so please keep your eyes open for it by the episode number. I always love to hear from you, and I'd love to see your makes as well. So don't be afraid to drop me a line at sewwithdebee@gmail.com or leave a comment below. Don't forget to also like, share, and do all that fun stuff. So until next time, sew safely and sew with Debee. Have a great day and bye for now.